On the first day of school, the dean dropped a bird egg on the ground. He told the new students that the world is about competition or death, because there will always be other birds trying to take your nest. Then, he overturned the exam results of the failing students, saying those results were like bird eggs pushed down by others, because they couldn't compete with you. They ended up being crushed underfoot. This school is the #1 ranked institute in India, with nearly 400,000 applicants every year. But only 200 students are admitted in the end. The dean's son had failed the entrance exam for 3 consecutive years. Then, he slowly took out a space pen and introduced it to the new students. This is a great invention, created by scientists at the cost of millions of dollars. It can write in any position, any temperature, and in zero gravity. 32 years ago, his teacher passed this pen, a symbol of excellence, onto him. But for 32 years, he had not found a student as excellent as himself to pass the pen to. At this point, Rancho raised his hand and asked a question. Since a ballpoint pen can't write in space, why don't astronauts just use pencils instead? That would save the $1 million cost. The dean was caught off guard by this sudden question and became embarrassed. Unprepared, he awkwardly said he would answer him privately. But because Rancho had embarrassed the dean, a boy who worked as a janitor in the school began to admire him greatly. However, he was rejected from the class because he couldn't afford the tuition. But Rancho told him that you don't need to pay tuition to go to school. All you need is a well-fitting school uniform to walk freely between the classrooms. Rancho then used the money he had to buy a uniform as proof of his attempt. Every action of Rancho dared to break conventional rules. And by breaking the dean's carefully constructed nest, he welcomed the free bird. But this free bird, before it could take flight, would face setbacks. During class, the teacher asked Rancho what a mechanical device is. He said that anything that saves human labor is a mechanical device. Even the zipper on pants can be considered a mechanical device.
एक सेकंड में अप, एक सेकंड में डाउन, अप डाउन, अप डाउन, अप डाउन।
This casual answer made the teacher angry.
एग्जाम में ये सब लिखोगे? ये मशीन है। अप डाउन, अप डाउन।
At this point, another student stood up and recited the textbook definition of a mechanical device word for word. Only then did the teacher show a satisfied smile. But Rancho disagreed. He believed it was the same idea he had expressed, but without the simplicity and clarity in his explanation. As students of a top university, they should learn to be flexible and simple, not just people who can only read from a book. But the teacher said that to pass his course, one must learn entirely from the textbook. Rancho wanted to argue more, but to his surprise, the teacher ordered him to leave the classroom. However, as he walked halfway out, he suddenly turned back.